I'm actually I'm too stunned to speak. You guys, I'm too stunned to speak. What was that ending? What was this whole episode? Honey, I am so glad I decided to stick it through with this show, honey, because it just keeps getting better and better. What do you mean Sophie is coming back? What do you mean? Her name is Sophie, right? Her voice is just so annoying. Like, oh, Tom? Oh, Tyler's kissing Hannah? What the hell is going on? Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, I need to put like a CCTV camera up in my apartment so y'all could have heard the scream I let out at that ending. Wow. Before we get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. We're gonna start at the top and hopefully I don't skip anything because there was a lot going on. Kaz and Tyler have a conversation. Apparently this is the first time they've had a real talk since they broke up 2 years ago.
But you know you could have reached out to me at any time.
Why would I?
No, but it's not like...
Why did you actually ask me to be your girlfriend? Like, in that moment, like, what was it?
We went through a lot.
Right?
Granted, my communication should have been way better.
I felt really lonely in the relationship.
Nah,
like,
no, I apologize.
not
No, I
nice.
apologize for that, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
In this conversation, we don't actually learn what was wrong with Tyler as a boyfriend. Kaz talks about it later, but Tyler himself admits he could have been a better boyfriend. Kaz wants to know why he even decided to make her his girlfriend if he didn't want to be a boyfriend. He didn't necessarily have an answer. So yeah, she's going to take things slow. He doesn't really say what he wants to do as of yet. He later on does say that he's going to explore Kaz and other options. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. All right. Liberty is now open to talking to Mitch. Liberty, I want better for you.
Saying what I said to them, it was out of order. You do deserve better.
I don't ever want you to dull your personality down or
Do you know
change
what?
who you are as a
Do you know how you're
person.
acting about this? It's so attractive.
Am I going to get a morning coffee tonight?
I'm a As long as I get a kiss now.
We're going to get red lipstick
I
everywhere.
don't give a fuck.
So her issue with him is that he didn't apologize to her straight away, and instead he went to go kiki with Demi after the whole, hey, this is what happened situation. I don't know why the situation itself doesn't upset her, or the way that Mitch had been neglecting her in order to pursue other women isn't upsetting her, but hey, at the end of the day, these two start making out. Apparently she wants to be with him. I love my girls, okay? Can I just say I love Kaz and Liberty? I do. It's the blind leading the blind. It is. It is the blind leading the blind. And I don't know if they even see it. Obviously they don't if I just called them blind. Anyways, Georgia and Anton are discussing how they're discussing about the fact that they're probably the only two people they see each other talking to. So why not make something happen?
Our days in here are like numbered.
Yeah.
I think like we've been getting closer and closer, and that we just need to like not hold back with it.
I don't think there's anyone in this villa right now I'd rather be getting to know than you.
No.
Wait, are you not giving some of your breath spray?
Do you want me to use my breast?
Yeah.
Do you want me to use my breast?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kneeling, I'm falling for you.
Obviously, your time here is limited, but for Georgia to say you're the person I want to talk to right now, it makes me think that she's going to do the same thing that she was afraid Anton is going to do. When somebody who you consider to be better comes along, you're going to jump ship. So don't really have much faith in these two. I don't see the compatibility besides the fact that they have similar banter. This whole bad breath thing, honey, at first I thought it was a joke. It might just be real. He said it once at the fire pit during the game that they did. It got brought up again by Georgia. And then now she's asking for the breast spray. Have you guys seen that TikTok going around of of Anton literally plugging his nose around Georgia. Anyway, she asked for the breath spray. They kissed. They liked it. So, all right. Molly is not that interested in talking to Josh anymore. She hasn't told him that though. And she's in her feelings about Callum officially moving on.
Not nice with Josh, though.
Not really.
No. Feeling shit, Molly, yeah?
I am. I am. It's what it is, G. I had a little bit of hope that he would have had the realisation that I had, which is, oh no, like, I want to be with Mal.
Molly, go home. Go home. What are we gonna do with you? Because you wanted the man to chase after you. He chased after you. You told him to go away. He went away. He follows your instructions, and you get upset no matter what he ends up doing. The more and more I see her on my screen, the more and more I'm like, okay, well, maybe you're the problem. Because I'm with you in seeing Callum as the one who doesn't really accept accountability. He doesn't acknowledge his faults. He wasn't really serious about where y'all were going. Communication between y'all is definitely rough. But girl, you moved the goalpost many times. They have a conversation later. I was going to touch on it then. I'm going to touch on it now so we could just put it to rest. She's crying and she's basically saying, I wanted you to tell me that you were all for me. Girl, he was. He was telling you that. And what did you say? No, you need to explore your options. And then when you do, I'll know if you really want me. Okay, so then he explored. Oh my gosh, he's exploring his options. I want him to be all for me. You cannot move the goalpost and then be wondering why the person can't score. Girl, stop. Either go home or suck it up and you move on as well. Because the whining and the crying, quite frankly, I'm over it. On to the conversation / altercation that has the internet in a frenzy, child. Georgia talks to Toby, basically saying, hey, I don't appreciate what you said to Callum. Toby's like, what the hell are you talking about? And of course, things just get from bad to worse.
Could we have done it on the outside?
No, you said I could have had her on the outside, so what's the point?
Never like that. And you said to Georgia that I could have had her on the outside.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say that though.
You could have done it on the outside.
But I didn't say it was down to me though, did I?
Well, what's it down to then?
Both of us. It's a relationship. Why are you relaying it like it's down to me?
I never relayed it like that.
But she's taking it like that. That's what I'm saying.
So some people are saying, oh, it's an issue of semantics. He still meant the same thing that Callum said. No, he didn't. Toby has been saying from time, if we were going to work on the outside, we would have. There must be a reason why we are still in here not able to make things work because it just doesn't work. So did he say we could have done it on the outside? Yes, he did. But did he mean it in the way that Callum relayed the information? No, he did not. And here is the proof, because I had to go back and see the scene where he said it. And I'm like, what he said and what Callum reiterated were not the same thing.
Why would you say I could have done it on the outside?
I could have done it on the outside.
I could have done that on the outside. Like, I could have done that on the outside, bro.
No,
Like,
he
why?
couldn't have done it on the outside, but carry on.
Callum is making it seem like Toby said, oh, well, I could have had her if I wanted to. That's not what he said. He was basically saying we could have made things work on the outside and we didn't. Therefore, what is the point in trying? We had the opportunity. It didn't work out. End of story. For Callum to be like, well, he said I could have had her. I could have had her. No, stop. Actually, stop. And I'm very upset at you, Callum, for making me side with Toby because I don't want to do that. And I'm mad at you too, internet, for making me have to side with Toby because I don't want to do that. But in this situation, I side with Toby. I'm sorry, the message was completely misconstrued. And I agree with Toby. If you're going to go and take my words to other people, the least you could do is tell the message the right way. And Callum did not do that. So going forward, Toby is saying, well, I'm just going to keep my thoughts to myself, or I'm just going to be selective of who I tell my business to. I agree. Go ahead and share whatever you want to share. But if you're going to spill dirt on my name, I promise you, you and I are no longer friends. We don't get along. Don't talk to me. I won't talk to you. And again, before I talk about Chris, even when Callum was talking to Georgia and he said Toby's having regrets for when? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. The way that I look at Toby and how he thinks about Georgia, that man couldn't give two shits. He don't care. Not that word. The man don't care. He don't care. Anyways, Chris is as corny gets, but honey, it is working for him.
It's been a really tough night. I could use some consoling, like.
How could I console you?
I don't know, like, use your imagination.
One thing this man is gonna do is take a girl up to the terrace and find a cheesy way to kiss her. He is successful. He's 2 for 2 right now, and at least this time, the girl actually enjoyed the kiss. So he's doing far better than the time before, all right? So everybody goes to bed. They continue to kiss in the beds, and in the morning debrief, Tyler says that he coupled up with Kaz basically just to tie up some loose ends. Don't know how I feel about that. Kaz felt like Tyler got complacent in their relationship, so if she was gonna go there, she would definitely tread softly. Arabella and Chris tell everybody else that they had a kiss on the terrace. Anton and Georgia aren't necessarily head over heels for each other, but they're going to try to see where things go. Georgia even said that in the past, whenever she got super giddy about somebody, it ended up being a toxic situation. So kudos to her for trying something new. And hey, attraction can grow. He's not an ugly guy, you know? What else do we have here? Toby is still annoyed and calls Callum a dweeb. I was like, okay. Is this 2008? Like, what is happening? And then Callum is now saying, well, he was kind of saying this last night, but I think he's starting to realize that he may have misinterpreted Toby's words. Yeah, I would say that he did. If y'all don't agree, that's fine. I already know y'all going to tussle in the comments, but he did not interpret Toby's words correctly. Liberty has a conversation with Tyler just to, you know, make him feel comfortable in the villa, but also to say, if you're going to go for my girl, you better have the right intentions.
If you are going to pursue Kaz again, like, just make sure you come with the energy.
It's early days. I'm open to whatever will be.
I'm just saying, like, I just want your intentions with her to, like, be pure.
I feel like Tyler shouldn't even go there. If he's going to be keen on pursuing Kaz and other people, don't do it. Don't do it. Kaz seems like a lover girl, in my opinion. And if she's in, she's in. And so history being in this in the scenario, I would assume she'd be further in than if it was somebody new. Either just say you're going to explore other people or just say you want to work on things with Kaz. And then if that doesn't work out, open yourself up to other people. I don't think it's going to fare well if he tries to do both at the same time. It's going to lead to heartbreak. Speaking of heartbreak, this is where Callum and Molly have that conversation, and he just comes to the conclusion that they process things differently. It might just be so different that they end things for good. I don't think they will ever really see each other eye to eye. I don't think they will. And I really want to know, how did it work for 3 years, or was it dysfunctional for the 3 years? Their communication is so bad. I'm struggling to see a time when things would have been great between them. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Arabella and Chris get to go on a date. And at first, I was not interested at all. But I actually enjoyed Chris on this date.
Why do you feel like you are like the Joker of the villa?
Deeply insecure.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I feel like you make jokes to stop people from getting in close.
100%.
Is that right?
100%. Thing is, well, I've been in relationships in the past where I've like totally lost that side of me.
Because if it weirds them out, then you know that they're not right for you. Because that is you and you.
Exactly.
This is the first time I've been able to watch Chris have a conversation, and I'm actually intrigued by what he's saying. He does admit that humor is a defense mechanism for him. He said that he's insecure, and in order to keep people from getting to know him, he keeps things very light. So getting deep with our Arabella is something that is not the norm for him, but he did appreciate that they did that. After the date, he acknowledges like, wow, that was so deep. And I'm like, I guess for you it was. I do have to give him the props. He did open up. If he was going to be jokey the entire day, I would have been so annoyed as a viewer. I can only imagine for Arabella. But again, Arabella says she wants something serious, but she's playing with kids like Toby. Maybe she would have been fine if things did not get on a deeper level. Tyler is talking to Hannah, and now seeing the preview, I'm even more confused. Honey, if y'all could have seen the screw face I had, because I was like, Tyler talking to Hannah? What?
I don't know, maybe it's just been like friend zoned.
Do you reckon? So if you had to pick like a top 3.
And like your vibe is very like chilled. You seem cool, so yeah.
Cheers, babe. I appreciate it.
The conversation was very friendly. It wasn't about pursuing anyone or anything like that. And what I wrote down was, I do enjoy having Hannah here. She definitely adds to the villa, the spirit of the villa. But I think it's pretty obvious why she isn't being pursued. I'm not going to say why, but there are a few reasons. There are a few reasons why she's not on the top of anybody's list. That changes real soon. I don't know if Tyler, baby, if you like it, I love it, but I need an explanation as to what is going on, Tyler. Georgia and Toby are trying to be cordial in the villa, and they do realize now that coming in here was going to be make or break for them.
The way it was like delivered to me, it was hurtful.
I agree that, I know.
I don't feel like you care. I think we just have to stay away from each other to be open to other people.
I think I need to like close the door on that now. And I think just having that chat then was me closing the door basically.
Girl, he don't care. He don't care. The only thing that Toby cares about is making sure his words are not misconstrued. But when it comes to you, girl, he don't care. End of story. I keep saying men know because they do. The men already knew, listen, if we can't work on the outside, we're just not going to work, because what was keeping us from connecting out there? And okay, say they connect again in here, they're going to have the same problems going back outside. He don't care. He don't care. He's ready to move on. I think she's becoming aware of the fact that, you know what, it actually is dead between us. We need to stop trying to force it. And honestly, it's for the best. I think if she can move on, she'll be okay with seeing Toby move on, because he was ready to do that 3 days ago. Tyler asks Kaz if she's happy that he's in the villa, and it looks as if she is. I'm not quite sure if she actually wants to open things back up with him, because there were a lot of things that went on in their relationship that she is still she's not really like holding on to it, but she needs to air it out before anything happens between them, if it is even gonna happen.
I'm glad you're here. Like, I was a bit worried. I thought we'd be going back and forth quite a bit.
I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. What about you? You ready for a boyfriend, yeah? When was your last boyfriend?
You?
You never messaged me.
I know.
You actually never did, you know?
I know.
I reached out to you a few times.
I know. I just didn't think we spent that much. We spent time together, but not as much time as
we never.
That's literally all I needed.
So here we learn that he was a very absent boyfriend. He didn't communicate with her as much as she would like. He didn't spend enough time with her as much as she would like. He then wanted to take a break, and she said, well, I don't do breaks. It's either we're breaking up or we're working it out. So they decided to break up. It seems to me as if she just wants him to step up. I don't know if he's going to be able to give her what she's looking for, but if he was to step up to the plate, I do think that Kaz would be open to it. That's the impression that I'm getting. You guys let me know. She hasn't given us a definitive, yes, I want to try it, or no, I'm not going there. But if he was to prove himself to be a different guy, a more matured guy, a guy who's ready for a relationship, Kaz hasn't shown me anything to make me think that she wouldn't go there again. I don't know. We'll see. So they play the longest game ever. I know that they do play the games for a long time, and we typically get the condensed version, but I think they showed us every single question. So here we go. Georgia thinks that Anton is the sexiest male islander. Chris gives a girl who's not his partner a striptease. And honey, I didn't think he would pick Kaz. And then he also then kissed Kaz. And I said, oh, it just felt like interesting. All right. Tyler thinks that Kaz really fancies him. Arabella fancies Chris and Toby the most in the villa. Not Mitch. Interesting. Kaz thinks that Chris and Arabella have the most potential, while Hannah and Anton do not. And of course, Liberty's in a couple. So she's like, wait, why wouldn't you pick me? Girl, because no. Nobody believes in your relationship, not even your best friend. Okay, let's be honest. We have Hannah, who fancies Tyler the most, okay? Josh is turned on the most by Molly. Georgia thinks that Callum is boyfriend material, and Callum kissed Georgia back for the same question. Toby's perfect woman would have to have Molly's face, Kaz's body, honey, agreed, and Arabella's personality. Molly wants the hideaway with Toby and not Josh. So Josh, slow burn my ass. She don't want you, okay? Where do we have? Toby wants to rip Molly's clothes off. Mitch thinks that Toby is the most loyal while Arabella is not. And honey, this caused some drama.
Just a game, sweetheart.
Because you were cracking on with me when you were in a situation with Liberty.
I had 3 chats for you, babe. I just think Toby's my boy and he's very loyal to me.
Liv's hella loyal.
Was it not just yesterday when I said, why would these women want to tie themselves to somebody who is known for starting and aiding drama? What would be the point? And this isn't even the first time in the game where Arabella and Mitch are having some kind of tiff. Liberty, babe, I'm sorry. Open your eyes. Mitch? Liberty girl, no, man. No, you cannot be serious. You cannot. Even in this moment with the whole loyalty thing, why didn't he pick Liberty? He did say Toby is my boy. He's the most loyal guy to me or whatever, but... anyways, this next episode is about to be some kind of hullabaloo. Because what do you mean Tom is bad? What do you mean Sophie's bad? Sophie with her annoying voice. I just can't take it. I can't take it. And then Tyler and Hannah. Okay, let me say the reasons, because I know some people are going to make assumptions for what the reasons are with Hannah. Let me just say what they are before y'all run with something crazy. The child is a big one, okay? The age is a big one. The augmentations too. Simple as. I don't think she's undesirable. I think with the pick of men who were in the villa, why would they want to tie themselves to a situation where you could potentially be somebody's stepdaddy? I don't see that for the guys in here. And she's the oldest woman? Arabella might be a year younger than her. Yeah. So she's the oldest woman in here. She's not on no play time. She wants herself a man. I don't know if she wants to be married, but she definitely wants a long-term partner. She wants a father figure for her child, I would assume. Like, yeah. Tyler, please tell the people what's going on, because I need answers. But until then, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.